King instead of Sekys. He's been tuned in as one of the best MY junglers. Is this finally the time for him to showcase he can be with the big boys too?
And of course, walking up on stage, our health man, health beast, continuing to be a consistent presence across multiple seasons of MPL. A team that has remained largely the same, eager to bring the same success into a brand new era.
This unit, a familiar team with a refreshed lineup. Will blending experience and potential take them to the next level? Maybe counting on young stars like Arrow 404 and Sekys is the secret weapon they've been looking for all this time. Let them cook. It's Team Vamos!
The eyes of the crowd will be on Error 404, Sekys and Zeno to fill in the shoes of their predecessors, including veteran Solos as our marshal for match 1.
The OG gonna make sure that this very first kickoff to our MPL MY Season 17 is only going to be Preem, the best, as these teams make their final physical contact up on this stage. They're gonna be heading over to their battle stations to get ready for war.
That he is winning lane. Oh, they found one! The Violet Requiem goes in on Sekys. Uni secures first blood. He's in danger.
Oh!
He gets pushed back with the Phantom Steed, and Error 404 finds his quarry.
Really nicely done by Arrow. He was about to get max stacks on those butterflies. He quickly had to push out of the Jushin's range to ensure that he could try and secure this kill, not giving any opportunity over for Uni to find the trade back. Now they're looking for the next engage.
Ram goes in, goes for the Thunder Form instead. He's looking for Error 404, finds the kill. Here comes the Shifting Skies, flickers backwards to make sure he doesn't go down.
Beautiful.
The ultimate Violet Requiem gets the lockdown on the Phobius, and Real World Manipulations is slightly out of position, but they find Uni. Zeno gonna stop his engagement, but Stormy not gonna let him escape. Feeds the kill into taking this very slowly. They get the lift up into the Violet Requiem. Great combo. Ardelium comes in, but Turtle gets secured away by Error 404. We see the Torrent form come out, but Cram doesn't really catch anyone, and now Vamos are the ones in the driver's seat. They're chasing them down. Zeno gets 2-man knockup. Cram goes down. Forces the ultimate out. Another knockup comes in. They get the lift. Stormy throws them back into the tower. Innocent racks up some Sky Piercer stacks, and now Zeno is way out of position. Double kill for the health man, health beast.
Oh my goodness.
Takes Error 404 away. He's not part of the fight, so Uni gets a free double kill.
What did I tell you? What did I...
Giants showing itself. Torrent form finds Zeno. He's way out of position. Ardently M comes in, forces the flicker from Cram. Uni in trouble, but the kick comes through onto the horse. Error 404 still okay for now. Sekys doing a good job of tanking damage in front with the Crank Guard. Notco comes in from the flank looking for Stormy, but Innocent picks up the double kill. And now they are gonna both walk away.
Such a winnable fight there for Team Vamos, but at the very least, SRG decided to cut time.
Innocent is racking up Sky Piercer stacks, and now Yum goes for the kick on Sekys once again. Raging Sandstorm is weird, and now it's a free 2-man Violet Requiem! Unstoppable! Double kill for Innocent! He flickers backwards, Zeno trying to chase him down, but now he's surrounded by every single member of the Giants! It's a triple for Innocent!
Wee-woo, wee-woo. Mistakes are made, mistakes have been made. Sekys, no! He could have pretty strong, and honestly, he could steal this again.
He wants to go for it while he still has RBL. He takes it! Error 404 secures the Lord! And now they're going in! Shifting Skies use Cram on 1 HP. He just barely backs it out. And SRG will retreat.
Dang. I don't know.
Amort, Violet Requiem comes in on top of the Eve, and they will execute Clockwood and killing spree. But Uni now in a really weird spot. He's gonna try and dash away to buy as much time as possible with Notco chasing him down. Will they be able to find him?
I thought it was weird initially, but then you start looking at the other sides. All the waves have been managed, and now they're on top of Sekys.
And that's the way of the dragon, feeding the kill. The legendary streak going into the hands of Innocent. Phantom Streak comes out. Error 404 will be able to run away. Uni! He turned around the fight. It's a mega kill. He takes out Natco. Innocent with the double. 4 members of Vamos have been executed.
And I'm looking at Natco, and it's like, oh, I just died. I died to a level 13 Guinevere, who was already put to 1 HP, who, let me quickly check the items, currently running, oh, that's why. Concentrated energy alongside with the Queen's Wings, making sure the outplayability was possible.
Error 404, you do not want to be here, and now he realizes this is the worst position he could be, and he's trying to trade for Innocent, but he cannot. It's a shutdown, and the legendary streak continues.
On the pickup from Sekys, but now they want a little bit more. They want to dive.
Oh, here comes the Violet Requiem. I'm actually not going to commit it just far. As Uni going to be the first one exploded. Vavo's going to go for the counter attack. They've caught Crab. He's on 1 HP. And end. SRG gonna back it off. Innocent slowly whittling them down from afar. He's looking for more stacks, though he's already maxed out. But Team Vamos will successfully defend. But Team Vamos has split up their fight. They're forcing SRG into a funnel, but most of their HP is now low. Yums looking for it. 3-man Jeet Kune Do knock up. He gets knocked back. Zeno buying time once again. Yums will be the first to go down. And now SRG not in a very good spot. Cram gonna be taken out of the fight. It's a double kill for Clockhood. Here comes the horse. Another Violet Requiem gonna be used, but Uni has to back it off. Innocent picks up the legendary, but they've lost their jungler as well. Team Vamos is striking back.
Beautiful play from Natco. Really great positioning overall. Didn't lose out on his Purify, and they still managed to get the base defense at the very end. Now they're gonna get one more in Stormy.
Yeah, why are you here, sir? He will be able to get out with that Crimson Lantern. But Team Vamos has taken control. This should be a free lord. Damage perfectly fine. He's gonna engage. He gets the 2-man knockup. They're in the base. They're looking for it. Stormy has to use his ultimate. Zeno is a bit deep now, though. He's probably gonna be sacrificed, but he will buy some time with the Winter Crown before he meets his end. One more stack doesn't really matter at this point. Yums, though, looking for Natco. Team Vamos keeping good distance.
Yep. And you just know the experience on Yums. He didn't want to go for a crazy play. Even if he did add kick, he probably wouldn't have to use it there.
Holding on to his ultimate. Zeno buying time. Cram comes in from behind. Violet Requiem used on one, but the RLM comes out, and the Lord is dropping low. Who's gonna secure it? Error 404 takes it for Vamos. They've lost Zeno, though. The legendary continues. Innocent still a big threat, and Story pulls back Sekys into the Jeet Kune Do. Double kill. SRG has found their chance. They're breaking through the defenses. It's a shutdown. Sekys gonna be taken out next. Triple kill for Innocent, and that means Error 404 is the only one left.
And finally, SRG decides to convince themselves, you know what? We got the answer to the puzzle right now. They may have lost the Lord, but that doesn't really matter to them. They've taken out 4 members, and now with the Violet Requiem, going to get a 5th as they close out Game 1.
They found it. Even with their best efforts, Team Vamos were not able to take down the Giants. It was a valiant effort and a respectable performance, but SRG's experience triumphs once again. In this meta, all it takes is that one big win in the late game.
Yeah, scary time to be alive here, but honestly, Vamos put one hell of a fight. I think
He's in trouble! One hit! Jumps back in!
What the
The playmaker himself!
Why does he get to do that? Why does he get to do that? What the? What? How does he get away with that?
That is disgusting! Well, let's focus on what's happening here because Clockhood steals the turtle away and Uni's the first one down. They cancel the Fender District and now Stormy has to flicker out the safety. So Vamos does still kind of win the trade.
Just in case they had a secret attack, but I'm pretty sure they know the positioning. Oh no, they actually don't. They haven't been able to scout out early on, so they're not 100% sure what start or what the path is now.
Perhaps surrounded 1v4, you're a Uranus, but you're not sustaining that, especially this early.
Yeah, I think he was expecting less people to be there.
Here comes the AOG, cuts off the escape, but Yums can dash out. Vamos, though, on the aggression now.
Clockhood making sure that he's relaying the information well, and they find the stun!
Blade Surge into the beautiful taunt! Great stacking of CC from Sekys. They take out the Guinevere.
The layers upon layers of CC that they can't seem to get through. As Cram, again, he's got to be careful here because every single one of these deaths are kind of painful for him. The longer he sticks around, the more money he gets and the more, and honestly, the thicker these Uranuses become. Oh, Clockhood is nearby.
But it looks like they will give out the turtle. Now Cram in trouble again. He has to use Flicker, but that is up against the Valentina, stealing away the Phantom Steed. Violet Requiem comes in, gonna connect with Error 404, and the Fender Airstrike finishes him off. Forces the defensive AOG as well.
Nicely done by Uni as well. Right now, Stormy doing a lot of the heavy lifting for SR.
Gonna slow down now, but the Violet Requiem comes in on the Gatot Kacha. Do they have enough damage? Fender Airstrike comes in, they stop the AOG. Sekys will go down.
Yep, more than enough. And now Natco is going to get some free damage onto this turret. Quickly has to Traceless away, knowing that the rotation is coming towards his side of the map.
Yums, he has to get out. Spatial migration, a little bit awkward. The Flicker, dark away from Zeno. A little bit of revenge from game 1.
Nicely done.
They will. Well, they're gonna engage. They're going on Stormy. Fender Airstrike stolen away, but he flies away. And Zeno, he dies to the tower. They're gonna punish him for that. Uni secures the turtle, but the Revitalize keeping Sekys alive a long time. He gets knocked up. Is he gonna get... He's out, actually.
He's out.
And the fight is continuing with Zeno now taking the front line. SRG wants to back it off. They don't have enough HP. A flicker used by Cram.
Good flicker, good flicker. Can't afford to get hit by the boat here. And Arrow 4-4 just does not have enough damage to 100-0 somebody just yet. He is a level ahead of you.
Here comes the Violent Requiem onto the Kacha once again. Fender Strike doing good damage. Zeno in the back line. It is absolute chaos, but Zeno is the one isolated. And Innocent will pick him off, but Arrow 4-4 comes in, blows up the carry. Here comes the AOG, not going to be able to save his jungler, so Uni will be able to pick up that kill. Revitalize used defensively. Team Vamos wants to get out of here, but SRG is not going to let them do it for free. Zkeep gonna be locked down. He's tanky, but it's only a matter of time. And Cram picks up the kill.
Yep.
Will be spotted, and now the Mount Shocker goes in. They found Humes on his own, but Feder is gonna be used. And Arrow 404 is gonna be the one getting caught out with the spatial migration. Uni now chasing down Nightco in the back line. He finds the double kill. He is dismantling Vamos' back line while SRG is dealing with their front. They've already lost Zeno. Zkeep not even on the target priority list because SRG knows they've won that fight. This is a free lord.
And that's how they get them every single time they take the core concepts up.
Pretty easily right here from Team Vamos. SRG doesn't have the angle. AOG actually finds Stormy, cancels the Wings by Wings. They got him, but now the Violent Requiem comes into the backline. Arrow 4-4 is the first one down. Clawkun gonna be right next, and Zeno trying his best, but he is fighting into the Red Giants. They walk straight in like they own the place. It's a double kill. Only Natco left standing, and even Cram is going to be able to hold him by himself. The crystal is wide open, and SRG continues to make their mark straight into a new era.
Trying to make sure that at least from game number 1 that the oppressions of SRG are maintained. They came here to dominate and make it to the next international. This is just a simple stepping stone in a long journey ahead of them this year.